Hello again and welcome back to another one. And today we have a couple of topics to cover as we recently got to see Hailey's reaction to Eminem's VMAs performance that looks to have inspired a look coming in the future, and we'll expand on this in a bit as her reaction was also met with takes linked to lyrics on Antichrist. More on this momentarily. Today we also have more updates on Diddy's predicament as we got to hear from a couple of rappers who were asked about this, including LL Cool J and Flavor Flav, and we also got to hear from another ex-Bad Boy recording artist from the band Freddy P, who went off about why Diddy felt the need to do dastardly things to his artists, and his perspective has been quite fascinating. In fact, some on social media believe he's been able to break it down the best so far when it comes to takes about Diddy, and we'll expand on this in a bit. Today we also have an update on some claims that Joe Budden made a few days ago that we covered on this channel, when Budden spilled some tea about why Jay-Z and Beyonce may have a bone to pick with Drake, and how this could have affected Lil Wayne, who was snubbed for the New Orleans Super Bowl performance. And this update comes from Drake's unofficial spokesperson Academics, who pretty much read out a message he got firsthand from Drake clearing this up. And speaking on Jay-Z, Billboard's greatest pop star list set up the hip-hop legend to get dragged on social media when they named Jay-Z the 16th greatest pop star of the 21st century, and all hell broke loose after this hit social media. And before we dive in, if you enjoy content like this, don't forget to hit the like button, no baby oil needed, to keep the content flowing, and subscribe for more if you haven't. And starting out with Eminem's daughter's reaction to the VMAs performance. The performance ended up giving her some funny ideas for Halloween. Check out a snippet.
She paid a little. I feel like there was a lot of kind of going back to old performances and stuff. Like even Dad did the old performance. Like he brought out all the people that looked like him. The funny part was when that was going on, Elena was also here watching with us, and she looks at me and she's like, "You should do that for Halloween. Like get a blonde wig and put on a beard." And then like our other friend was here and he's like, "You would look just like him. You should have been on the stage." Do that. I'm like, "Oh, thank you. Thanks a lot." So that's up in the air. Maybe I'll do it and dress like that for one of the Halloween episodes. But also, what? You don't like that idea?
I wouldn't be able to take
You'll have to do
seriously.
It too.
Shut up. That would be hilarious.
That'd be hilarious.
So we could be in for some hilarious pictures incoming in a few weeks. And on a side note, some users are asking the right questions. But when is bizarre coming on? And moving on, Jay-Z came under fire when this hit the web. Jay-Z has been named the 16th greatest pop star of the 21st century. It is a countdown that's gonna take months before they reveal the #1 greatest pop star of this century. But Jay-Z at 16 has turned out to be a setup for the rapper, as it sparked reactions from trolls and music fans alike. Check this out for instance. Beyonce's husband paid Samsung to buy his albums, paid Billboard to call him the greatest rapper ever, and now he paid them again to name him the 16th greatest pop star when he doesn't have a solo hit, unlike other rappers. Embarrassing.
Come on, man.
And this went viral, over 1 million views and counting. Name one solo hit by Jay-Z.
You think this shit is cool? Nah, man. Ooh.
And some have jumped to wild conclusions like fraud MFer buying awards and accolades, just like he buys his own albums. Skull emojis. Jay-Z was never the hottest artist out at any point of his career. Greatest pop star, my bum. Clown emojis.
Tired of this shit, man. It's just too much. I don't want to be the bad guy.
And do you agree or disagree with this? Above Katy Perry, Shakira, The Weeknd, and Bruno Mars, loudly crying emoji, a joke. And moving on, while the New York Post is out here sharing reports like Hollywood stars are scared to death to speak out about Sean Diddy Combs' sex trafficking case. Scared may be the wrong word to use for some rappers, as we got to hear from LL Cool J and Flavor Flav a few hours ago on Sky News, where they revealed they prefer to stay out of this. Check out a snippet.
One of the biggest music executives currently was just arrested. I'm curious if you have any opinion on his arrest or the alleged action.
No, I feel for his children. The rest I can't speak on. I mean, you know, That's what we got court system for, but I feel for his kids.
You know what? I'm going to tell you. When anybody asks me my opinion on Diddy, you know what my opinion is? I have none. I ain't got no answers for a Diddy question. None.
And while some are asking, what is that topic at the event? Where's the etiquette facepalm emoji? And it is wild the conclusions that some have jumped to, they on them tapes too, although some users believe they gave the perfect response. And I agree, like they aren't Diddy associates as far as we know, so what are they supposed to say? And we got some classic clips of Diddy and 50 Cent that have made a comeback on social media, like this one for instance.
Get your hand out my pocket, man. Get your hand out my pocket. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing on the channel. Get your hand out my pocket, man. Look at me when I'm talking to you. I see, yo. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing, man. I see what you're doing. Nah, look at me, man. I see what you're doing, man. Yeah, you gonna make me. Okay, I'm telling y'all right now. When I want to work with Diddy, I'm gonna physically put my hands on somebody for the ratings because he's not gonna outdo me. I'm gonna physically. I'm gonna go to Central Booking. Yeah. I'm used to it. I know what it is. But get your hand on my pocket. Get off my channel, boy. This is what I gotta do it, right? And these are my friends.
Now, Fifth, when you continuously call Puff gay, does that affect your relationships in Hollywood?
I don't call him gay. I said.
Let me read it, Fifth.
Oh my God.
Sorry I can no longer help you guys. Soon you will all be gay and happy. You are all now left under leadership of Puffy Daddy. Report to the nearest rainbow. Dinner Thieves in theaters January 19th.
And we got to hear from former Diddy artist from the band, Freddy P, who spoke with The Art of Dialogue, where he revealed Diddy is pretty much in the cycle of, quote, hurt people. Check out a snippet.
This is how God works. It's like hip-hop is independent, the music is independent, the owning of your masters is independent. It's a new changing of the guard. And all the old parasites is just falling off one by one. Because they never had talent, they just leashed on to the talent. Let me tell you what Puffy was, and what a lot of them is. They mediators, what they call them mediators, right? You got the Leos who scared to approach the thugs like that. But Diddy from that world, so I could intermediate, I could get percentages from negotiating and making this deal, but you gotta give up that butt and royalties. And I can change your family life. You know why? Because he had to give up that butt. People don't understand. That's the reason Puffy don't want to give nobody, any artist he deal with, he'll tell you, I'm make it hard for you. I had to do this. He wants you to endure what he endured. He became a victim, and it turned him into a monster just trying to hide his own secrets and not living his truth. And now he in prison just from all this comes from one man not living his truth. I swear to God. It might have been a few jokes. We joked about RuPaul. He's still a boss. You get what I'm saying? I feel bad for the people that got hurt trying to hide his secrets. All the people that have been victimized, all the people that have been put under the influence so they don't remember certain things because of who he is. And as long as you're under the influence, it ruins your credibility of speaking about anything.
And some users ran to Diddy's aid in response to this video. Now everyone with an axe to grind with Diddy can make any allegation, and it is being used as media propaganda. A crazy statement, seeing as Diddy's been getting called out by these former associates for years. Like Gene Deal, Freddy P has been speaking about this for years. And moving on, if you recall, a few days ago we covered the story of when Joe Budden revealed this about where Jay-Z and Drake's issues could stem from.
Drake, you worked on the Beyonce house album.
And then you did a house album.
And did a house album and dropped it right before hers. And they ain't like that. Like,
I wouldn't like that if I'm them.
I wouldn't.
Because you got to understand, we're dealing with the power part of money, power, respect. That's the part that we have to focus on. People with power are going to exert it now, like when this much is at play. So yeah, I don't think they like that shit. I don't know what's behind it, but they ain't like that move, that little house album after you worked on my shit. Hell no.
Well, Drake reportedly sent a message to academics to clear this up. Check out a snippet from Academics where he read out Drake's alleged message.
He said Beyonce had that record for 5 years, and Honestly Nevermind dropped before whatever she dropped, and I never worked on a house album. He says nobody has facts in this game. It's insane.
Okay, so essentially he's saying that Beyonce had that house album for a long time, 5 years, and that kind of goes against the narrative that says that, oh, Drake hurried up and put out a project. It's like, no, she had a record for 5 years. He says, honestly, never mind, dropped before whatever she dropped, but he said he never worked on a house album.
So he never worked on her shit neither.
I didn't clarify. Actually, this message, like, this was sent to, like, not only me, it was my team. So it I didn't do the normal clarification, and this wasn't just a act eyes only thing. Actually, they had that conversation with him, but yeah, no, it's and I'm okay with that answer. I'm pretty sure. I think she did work on something on her album, but I guess the point, if you get what I mean, Friday, is like he worked on it. Like if he's saying she had it for 5 years, he must have worked on it 5 years ago. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the point. Like, yo, she had it for 5 years. She had it for mad long. I'm not telling y'all because I want y'all for it. So I'm telling y'all to give you what the artist is saying. But at this point, I feel like anytime I say something that Drake told me, they're like, Drake's lying, so it looks bad. Or they're like, you're just propaganda for Drake, so it looks bad for even me. So I'm like, all right, cool. Y'all will never hear from the nigga until he does an album.
But this only sparked even some more confusion, as on one end some have expanded, so this goes against the narrative that Jay's beefing with Drake because of the album, while on the other end some believe this doesn't disprove the point. LOL. He worked unheeded, so he knew she had the house album coming, and he put his out right before, knowing what she was about to drop. How does that disprove what Budden said? Perhaps Jay-Z wanted Beyonce to be the trendsetter with her house album, but Drake jumped ahead of the queue, and years later, I don't think any trends were set with those house albums. But what are your thoughts? Tell us below in the comments section. Thanks for watching, and see you on the next one.